It's that time again, folks, and no, I don't mean putting passive-aggressive post-it notes on your neighbor's front door to tell them to take down the holiday decorations, although, seriously, it's been long enough, fam. It's the Call of Duty news of the week. Black Ops 3 has gotten more tweaks than Jocelyn Wildenstein with hotfixes in the past week or so, but we will continue to play Combine ad nauseum, and those of you on the PS4 have it even worse because they can't even play Exodus even if they wanted to. Anyways, on to what they actually fixed. The first one was from a while ago, January 6th, indicating that they fixed, quote, control bugs with score streaks, of which that is as vague as the text that you get from the girl that you're sweating. Does he mean that when you're controlling the score streaks, there are bugs with them? Like when you try and use the dart and explodes right away like this? Or just bugs with score streaks in general? Like, I've seen some crazy shit with some Cerberuses and GI units. I know at least that he did fix when you actually earn a hater in free-for-all, which is almost impossible because of how little score you get in that game mode and the lovely spawns. It used to go away when you die, but now it actually stays up for about 15 seconds instead of 10 seconds because lock-on launchers by default was such an amazing design decision. Speaking of score streaks, they also added a fix for teammates griefing your streaks in hardcore, and considering that nobody talks in game chat on the now-gen consoles anyways because of hardware stupidity, there's no reason to be a dick since you can't actually get a reaction out of anyone and upload it to YouTube. Maybe at least the score streaks will be somewhat potent again. Next is from January 7th, indicating that grenades will count towards gung-ho challenges while sprinting. It seems as though Treyarch has some trouble with basic math and counters because that's not the only bug challenge in this game, as those going for diamond snipers would attest to. They also tweaked the specialist weapon progression in round-based games for like the 5th time. I know Vaughn is a DJ and all, but please, stay away from progression sliders for a little while, will ya? A January 8th hotfix fixed some more exploits, which I must say almost rival that of Advanced Warfare now, which isn't a good benchmark, and they fixed a bug where you can plant sentry guns and guardians underwater while using rejack. If you can't even plant weed underwater, then Treyarch says you can't plant anything at all. The January 12th hotfix nerfs FMJ to not do increased damage to the Safeguard robot or the uplink drone carrier. It's not a fucking ball, Dave. This relegates FMJ to the point of uselessness because the walls in this game are so thin that you could hear the couple in the next room fucking, which is fine when the power goes out, but I'd rather just watch X videos. More recently, this weekend you can earn double Cryptokeys, so now rubber banding your controller joysticks is even more profitable than before. Von also indicated that the TDM score limit has been up to 100 instead of 75. He states that, quote, Black Ops 3 plays faster than Black Ops 2, to which he clarifies with a 2-minute time difference, not because the game is actually made for playing faster or rushing with a plethora of head glitches and passive map design. He did indicate that he will tune them back to the original 75 kills if the matches start to go too long, and to not use the argument about not getting streaks. If you actually wanted to play a better version of TDM when the score is already 100 and you get all your streaks, you'd be smart and just play kill confirmed instead. I still can't believe the majority of people play game mode where it's 5 kills for a UAV, which goes down faster than a Kardashian on a black dude, and 8 for a Hellstorm missile, which gets me hit markers on the regular. He also shot down any ideas about increasing the score in TDM from 100 per kill to 150 per kill, saying that the score streak rate will go up with a longer match since there's more time for you to camp your dick off to get that elusive talon. If you wanted to play a game with 150 points per kill, again, kill confirmed is 50 points per kill and 100 points per tag, so there's your hashtag TDM150, you fucking idiots. Not to mention, when there's score streaks in the air, the game plays even faster because you have a UAV and you know where enemies are and the enemies know where you are, etc., etc., etc. On to other news. Activision Blizzard has acquired MLG, which completely validates the schmucks always claiming that Call of Duty has been ruined by MLG with the MLG focus. The CEO of Activision Blizzard, Bobby Kotick, claims that he wants to create, quote, the ESPN of video games. This statement is hysterical considering that Call of Duty tournaments that had been streaming on MLG.TV, which is MLG's streaming service instead of Twitch, destroyed viewership in these events. Once it switched back to Twitch, numbers have grown drastically, just like a dick on Cialis. If you're not even going to use MLG's own streaming service, how the fuck are you going to create an ESPN type brand? Please, it's going to be more like One World Sports or Versus or some other fucking B-rate sport network. In more esports news, the Call of Duty World League Pro Division Stage 1 got underway this week, January 12th, after it was delayed from January 4th due to the PlayStation Network outage that happened over several days. I wonder if the guys at Activision are still happy about choosing the PS4 over the Xbox One. The usual suspects are at the top, including Envious, FaZe, and Optic, with H2K getting 2 wins over absolute shit bedwetter teams to round out the undefeated seeds. Speaking of Optic, an autobiography about the team entitled Optic Gaming, The Making of Esports Champions, is currently in the pre-order phase days on Amazon and other book retailers. At $18 for a paperback and $13 for an ebook, it's a must-read for pimply virginous tweens who switch to a PS4 just because of Call of Duty's esports, even though the chances of going pro are less than your chances of actually nailing the cheerleader captain. The book will contain stories about how they dealt with fame, adversity, and of course, probably more boasting than can ever be confirmed, and I'm sure that there will be bombshells that get leaked to Drama Alert as we get closer to the May 17th release date. That's going to do it for this episode of the Call of Duty News of the Week. Now, go out there and earn those crypto keys while you sleep to make those incredible supply drop opening videos where you show less enthusiasm than Ron Swanson. I've been the Schwantz27, off like a light before sex. Until next time.